Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's video is a viewer request video. Had somebody contact me and wanted to see how I bend handlebars or straighten the handlebars on a CT70 or a Z50. I mean, it's almost inevitable that at some point the bike gets wrecked, laid down, and then the bars get bent. Now, I've got a tool that I made that I use to bend the handlebars. And obviously, it only works if you can get the bars off of the bike. And most of the time, or a lot of the time, that's almost impossible in itself because the threads that hold the bars on get rusted and locked up and you can't get the bar off. So if at all possible and you can get the bars off of the bike to bend them, I really recommend that. The top clamp is just aluminum, and yeah, you can put a conduit bender, or you can sit on the seat and put your foot against the handlebars like some guys do, and so forth. And believe me, I've done all those things, but I've also broken a top clamp, cracked off a piece, cracked off a corner or whatever from trying to bend the bars on the bike. And I myself, I won't do that anymore. So I made this little deal. Even if I have to break the bolt off and then extract it later or whatever, I try and get the bars off the bike. So I've made this. This is a piece of 1¼ inch. Guess I better turn my mic on or caliper on. 1¼ inch OD with a 3/16 wall. It's called a DOM, drawn over mandrel tubing, so it's basically seamless. Those measurements, the 1¼ inch OD, 3/16 wall, give it an ID of roughly around 800 and, well, to get it out, I'm having to move it, about 7/8 of an inch, about 875 thousandths, and I moved it to get it out. And the handlebar fits in that really, really nicely. The handlebar measures 867 thousandths of an inch. Now, of course, it's probably metric, not standard. So if you need to know, that's roughly around 22 millimeters, okay? But we're going to refer to everything in inches, unfortunately. Sorry about that. So I've got this piece of tubing, and I've cut it about 2 1/8 inches long, and then I've just crudely put a couple notches in it to match, to hold the handlebars so the handlebar can slide in. I've got just a little piece of steel with a bolt, with a just hole with a bolt through it. That threads into the back of the handlebar to hold it nice and steady. So it's good. I mean, it's tight in there. You won't have to worry about, slipping or doing anything like that. And now I can take, because I've got the flat table, I can take measurements. How far up it is off of the table, how far back it slopes from the edge. And I can take and put the two different bars in there and measure them and get them roughly the same height, the same bend back, and those sorts of things so that they look uniform on the bike. And once I've got it to here, I just use brute strength and just bend it by hand. But like I said, some people use a conduit bender, which works fine also. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Had somebody requested and wanted to see that. The reason I have it, the plate here, the piece welded to the plate, is to lift it up off the table to clear the little bit diameter bigger on the handlebar. So that's what I do. If you have any questions, hit me with a comment on that. If you need to pick up a piece of this DOM tube, most steel places have it. Hopefully you've got a steel place in your town. If not, you can actually pick that up online. There's a couple different places, Online Metals, Speedy Metals, and they will actually cut it to the length that you need. Like I said, this was about 2 1/8 inches long. So I hope that helped somebody. Guys, like I said, at all costs, try not to bend it in the aluminum top clamp so that you don't break that clamp. Then I don't know if anybody's reproducing, especially the K0 top clamps, which are all one piece. Those may or may not be hard to come by now. You know, obviously there's a lot of used pieces out there, but I don't think anybody reproduces those new. So anyway, hope that helps anybody who's bending bars and wants to build a little fixture like I've got. Everybody have a great day. Thanks.